this. It's really inspired me in terms of how much love parents can show. Yeah. So if he's in the frame, if he's there with you, Rajesh, I request you also to join us, just for the introduction at least. Just a quick introduction to our speaker today. Smriti is the wife of Sasi and Rajesh and the mother of Advait. Advait was diagnosed with autism at a young age, and it's actually a very endearing and nice and warming tale of how parental love can change everything. And the power of the positive mind is what we're going to listen to. So there you are, Rajesh. Say hello to everybody. It requires a lot of courage to go through what you've been doing and you continue to do. Uh, Smriti basically also works as a co-therapist for her son as a qualified special educator as well. Over the years, she's received various accolades and conducted multiple sessions to help parents raise awareness of their children's special needs. We are honored to have her here today and share her experience in raising Advait as what I would say as an extraordinary child. We should not just say a different child. As his initiative, through this initiative, we will raise the awareness about autism and how it need not necessarily throttle us down, but can become a means of not just growing and thriving and make us all much better people. Over to you, Smriti, and once again, Smriti and Rajesh, thank you so much to come and talk to all Sasians about this.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Thanks a lot. And we are also very happy to do this awareness program with all of you today. Presentation. Ameya, can you please start the presentation? Yeah, I'm always happy to when people are calling me as Adu's mom. I'm very proud, and yes, Adu helped me to become a very good person. That he came to my life, and from there my life was changing. So that is why, being Advait's mother, a journey of resilience like that, I would like to introduce myself. Please change. Yes. So I was a maths lecturer, and after marriage, I shifted to Bangalore with my husband. And from there, from that time, he is working for Saskin. And we are blessed with two children, Aditya, who is 16-year-old and preparing for his 10th board exams now, and Advait, who is 13-year-old now, diagnosed with ADHD and autism when he was 2.3 years old. After that, I did special education in autism, and I started helping him. And at the same time, I was helping other children and families touched by autism. And as you may know that all the therapies we have to provide, speech therapy, occupational therapy, special education, and all these things are very costly, and it is very difficult for a parent to satisfy all that things, not only financially, otherwise also when we are looking into a child's overall development. On if the child is only learning from the therapy center, it will take a long time to get the best result. So the doctors from Nimhang suggested me to work as a co-therapist from him with him from the beginning. So that is why, so I started working with him. So to understand him, to understand about autism, I did the course. That really helped me, and I did my practicals in my son's school itself. So from there also I was learning, and I was doing all that things in the home environment. So after some time, we were able to see remarkable changes in him, and then my husband was suggesting me to share all that videos to the other families so that it will be helpful for them also. But I was a little bit scared at that time because I was not recording that videos for the purpose of making a channel. I was just recording that moments, and I was just recording that to share with his teachers that he is capable of doing all these things in the home environment with me. That's all. But he told it's okay, you don't worry about the dress or about the house, how it is clean and all, you just share it. Then I also thought, okay, we are looking, we are only doing a good thing for the other parents. Like that only, I started a YouTube channel, a blog, and a Facebook page. And in that, I started sharing how I taught him various skills in the home environment, so that each parent can try those step-by-step explanation and step-by-step videos I included, so that each parent can try all these things in the home environment. No need to be totally dependent on the therapist. So if financially they are poor also, they can try all these things and their children can also improve. So that was our purpose of doing all these things. And I'm a person, I was not good with technology, so my husband was helping for uploading and for doing all these things. So can you please change? Yeah. So I would like to start by giving you some information about autism. I heard the word autism when my son got the diagnosis. And at that time, I was thinking that that is something really bad, and I don't want my son to be autistic. I want, if it is a hyperactive, I thought it is something better, but autism is something that is very serious, and I was not ready to accept that. Then after that only I started learning about autism. I started reading books. I was attending classes, workshops to understand about it. Then later I was able to accept him the way how he is, and I was able to understand him. Autism is a very complex neurological disorder. It is a condition, it is not a disease. Earlier, when I was not aware about autism, I was thinking it's like a disease and what all the things I can try to cure it. And that was the very difficult time in my life. When I was trying to cure it, I was not understanding my child. At that time, my focus was to cure autism. But later only I understood it is not a disease. Then how can I cure it? It is a disorder. It's a condition. So in that stage, because these children after birth everything is perfect, they are very good looking, chubby, very smart boy till 1.5 years, all the motor milestones were on time, and there was no hint for us that this child is different, something like that. But between 1.5 and 2 years only I noticed he is not responding to name call. He is in his own world, he is playing in his own way, he is not calling me amma, he is not trying to talk. So then I consulted with the pediatrician and I told there is some differences, but she told me that no, you are just comparing with your elder son, he is so smart, all the children won't be like that. Then I was also happy, okay, then no problem. But we started play school, and from Eurokids they told me that no, there is some difference with with this child, it's better to do the full assessment. So like that we started this journey. And then I understood autism means it is affecting a child's ability to interact with people. It is affecting a child's ability to communicate with people. And these children may exhibit some repetitive behaviors. Some children will sing nursery rhymes continuously, or some children will jump continuously, or some repetitive behaviors. They will keep on playing with the things in arranging in a line or something. These type of characteristics. Then I understood that yes, he is also showing this. So autism is a uh, development. Uh, brain development disorder, and it is mainly affecting a child's ability to communicate, to interact with people. And it is called autism spectrum disorder because here each child is different. Some children can talk, some children not able to talk, otherwise is not able to talk. And even the children who are able to talk also, they are struggling to use their words for communication. They can simply talk about something, about their favorite song or about their favorite activity, but if they need to express something, if they need to express their difficulties, their needs, they are also struggling to use their words. That is why it is mainly a communication disorder. And each child has their own strengths and their own difficulties too. So our as a mother or as a a parent, our responsibility was to understand our child, to build the communication skills, to build the social skills, to make him independent, and to make him a productive member in the society. And autism is not a disease, and it is a disorder. When I understood that, I was able to accept him the way how he is, and I was able to understand why he was showing the behavior, why all these things are happening like this. And from there, our life was really changing. Ameya, can you please change? Yeah. But I would like to share with you some stages we pass. So the diagnosis stage. So after the diagnosis, uh, we thought what to do. We doesn't know anything about autism, and doctors told me to start the intervention programs as fast as possible. Then my husband told, no, we can't focus into all that things now because I have to focus into my job. So it's better. So they decided as a family with his parents that me and children will move to Kerala so that he can focus into his job, and they will help us for taking him for speech therapy and all. So like that, I went to Kerala and started some therapy sessions. But in Kerala, my parents, my in-laws, everyone was, again, there was a major problem with acceptance, and they believed that there is something very bad happened to our family. This is something very bad. They don't want to, no, they don't want to share it with other people. So they were asking me, you were not taking the supplements when you were pregnant. That is why it happened. Why you decided to do the cesarean at that time? That is why it happened. In your family, is there any member who is suffering with any mental illness like that? So they all were trying to find that what was why it happened to us, all that. And of course everything will point to the mother, because and they were telling me that I was taking care of only my elder son, I was ignoring my younger son. That is why it happened. It's because of your ignorance. So in the middle of all these negative things, I was not able to survive, and I became so depressed. Even I am struggling to accept this condition. And at that time, when I am in the middle of this negativity, I called my husband and I told, I can't stay here, I have to come back. Then he came, and we came back to Bangalore. And then I told, we have to do the intervention programs as fast as possible. And then we decided to start with a driver. So we appointed someone who will drive for me with the children, and I will go to the therapies and all. But again, problem started because the driver won't come on time. Then I have to call him. So again, he was upset because he will be in the middle of the meetings, or he will be in some important discussions and all, and I'm calling. Then again, he was telling me that, no, this way I can't do that, and you are not letting me to focus into my work. My work pressure is there, and you are also calling me. Then I told him that, okay, then I will learn driving. I am from a village in Kerala, and I can't imagine how I will learn driving. But there was no way in front of me because I can't go back to Kerala. So I told I will learn driving. And then how to go for the driving classes, that was another situation, because he won't be there at home with children. So how I'll go for the driving classes? Then we called my mom. She is the one who used to come and stay with us for emergency situation like this. So she came, and she was taking care of the children when I was going for the driving classes. I got the license. But with that license also, I was not able to drive his car. So I told him that big car is very difficult for me, so please buy a small one for me. Then he was asking me, if I am buying, are you confident that you can drive? I told, yes, I have no other choice. Like that we decided, and at that time only Nano launched, and we booked one, because according to the financial situation, that was something okay for us. And I started driving. Again, 2 days he managed his office timing, and he came with me. And because at that time we were near C.V. Raman Nagar, and his autism school was 20 kilometers from our apartment. So 20 plus 20, 40 kilometers I have to drive. So he came with me for 2 days, and the full way he was giving me that you are not looking here, you are not looking there, you are not doing it properly. And from the third day, I told, please don't come with me. I'll go alone. I can manage. And from the third day, I started going alone. And I was taking a long time to reach there. And on the middle of the road, sometimes car will stop and people will honking. All that things were happening. But in front of me, there is no other way. I have to take him for the classes. So I started going like that. And I still remember one day when I was coming back, when I was in a signal, I think Bayappanahalli signal, people are looking into the car and laughing. And then at that time, Advait was not toilet trained. So, and I was taking a long time to reach to home. So his trouser was wet. He removed that. So the only that concept was there in his mind. If it is wet, he should remove. So he removed his trouser and he was lying down on top of the back seat. That is why people were looking and laughing. And somehow I parked the car in one side, and I changed his trousers, and I come like that we came. So like that, so many incidents were happening at that time. Somehow we managed, and one family helped us to take care of my elder son, school timing, all that things, because when he was coming from school, no one was there at home. He was not ready to sit in the daycare, and I have to balance both of the children's needs. I can't simply push him to the daycare because it may affect his mental health also, because he may think that Amma is only worried about Advait and she is always trying to help him only, and my needs she is not able to understand. So I don't want him to feel like that. So with his friends, family, he was staying till I reached home, and then we were managing like that. And that was the situation we faced when I was going through after the diagnosis, how to do things. And slowly I started, and by that time I enrolled myself to the special education course also. So Monday to Friday I was doing practicals in my son's school, where I was going with him. So I was doing my practicals and I was coming back with him. And Saturdays only theory classes were providing for me. So for that I have to go to Jayanagar. Saturdays anyway my husband will be there at home, so that I can handle that. So like that we started. And one thing is, before that, when I was calling him, when I was asking him why you are so late every day, you are coming from office so late and always all that things, he was not able to understand why I am, even though I know the work pressure and everything, why I am complaining like that. But when Saturday he started taking care of Advait, when I am coming back, there will be lots of complaints that today he did that. One day in my absence, he put Vim liquid in our personal laptop. So there will be so many things that happened at that time in my absence, because he doesn't know how fast he is and how he will do things and what is the importance of doing activities with him. Then slowly only he started understanding that this is the situation I am going through from morning to night. So that Saturday helped him to learn how to feed Advait, how to do things for him. So that really helped me to make him understand that. And when I was doing the course, I have to do lots of written works, record books, all that things. And when I will get time, I was not at all able to do that. Then he told that I will do the typing work for me. So I was reading, and so he started listening to all these things, all that. So that helped him to understand about the mindset and about autism. And then he started telling me that whenever possible, I will help. Earlier, he used to tell me that he is in a world of Hindi movies and serials and all. That is the recreation for him, because my job is so stressful. So when at home, I want to relax. So that was his stand after the working hours. But slowly he started understanding about all these things. And then my elder son, who was with me always, and when I'm working with Adu, he was the one who used to record videos for us. And he will come and he will ask, Amma, can I do this with him? Can I try this with him? So like that, he was always with me. So by seeing him, who is very supportive and doing activities with Advait, My husband also started doing and was telling that Saturday, Sunday, I can do some activities with him. So you tell me what all the activities I can do for him. And I told that I want to keep a distance from the negative people, and because it is affecting my mental health also. So I want to keep the environment so peaceful, and in that way, so all the things he was ready to understand. So he started understanding why I am telling that. So as a mother of a special need child, I will recommend all of you to, if your friends or if any of your family members are going through this stage, please don't give them advices, be with them. And please don't ask questions like why it happened, and is it because of that, is it because of this. Don't give them many questions. Instead of that, be with them, do something that you can do for that family, spending some time with the children, or doing, sharing some responsibilities, or doing something with them, or if you are relatives or someone, doing some financial support. All that things may helpful for that family. uh, Please change the slide. Yeah. So in our case, as I told, after doing the special education, I was able to understand, and because I was continuing working in the same special school, I was learning every day from other children, from older children. So I was able to understand the situation really well. And then when he completed 8 years, I stopped all the therapies other than school. So only he was, by that time in school also, he was actually, he is diagnosed in the severe end of the spectrum, and he was not communicate, he was not able to use any words, and crying, he was crying very badly, he was not cooperating, and the situation was really bad at that time. When we started with one ABA intervention, and he responded well with that, and he started using sign language for communication. And then he started vocalizing, making some sounds and all. Then I thought, yes, we are done with this. He will start talking now. But after 6 to 7 months, he regressed. He stopped cooperating. He was not cooperating with the therapist, but with me he was better. So the learning was slowly coming up. And then I tried homeschooling, because I thought with the therapist anyway he is not working, and we are spending a lot for the therapies. So I started taking home program from another therapist, and I started working with that. But that was the situation again, very stressful for me, because I have to make my own materials, I have to work with the child, I have to record the sessions, and then I have to send it to the therapist. I have to do the responsibilities at home, I have to take care of my elder son. And then it was too much for me. And at that time we used to fight a lot, because it was very difficult for me. I was not getting enough patience to handle all these things. Then I thought, no, this is not going to help us for a long time. We need a support system. We need someone who can understand about him. We need to put him in a school where they know about autism, and where they can handle him. So like that only we reached in this Bubble Center for Autism, which was 20 kilometers from our house. After 2 years of driving, I told my husband that it is very difficult for me. My back pain, knee pain, all that problem started, and doctor told me to stop driving. I told that no way, I have to. But what we can do is we can change our house to halfway, so that everyone can commute in a better way. So that we shifted to Horama, and so that to Saskin he has to come 12 kilometers, and my elder son Aditya is studying in New Horizon, that is 10 kilometers, and I'm to me and Advait 9 kilometers to Bubbles. So we decided to do like that, and like that we shifted to this apartment. So the situation became better for me. I was getting time to work with my child. Earlier I'm always running from morning 7:30 to night 11 o'clock I'm running, but I was not getting enough time to focus into child's needs. After shifting here only, I was able to focus into him. And because New Horizon is very close to his office, I thought for any emergency he can handle, and I am always there with Advait. So that was the understanding, and we started this. And but he told, now distance is too much, so that you can't expect me early in the evenings. and morning also, because of the traffic, I will reach office very late. So you can't expect me from Monday to Friday for any activity. I will be busy with my. I told okay, I will manage everything because I have no other choice. So then we started focusing. So Aditya was there with me for everything. So first I did is I attended a workshop about an app called Avas. So as I told, he is non-verbal. We started with sign language, but when we put him in school, I understood that most of the teachers are not able to understand his sign language, because in ABA sessions they are not teaching the signs that are the proper sign language, because these children have motor difficulties, so they can't pick up all the signs. So they will take some easy things like that, but that only me and Adu know, other people don't know, then how it is going to help him? So he was getting very irritated when other people are not able to understand when he is communicating using his signs. Then I moved to picture exchange communication. So I started working for all that things. I taught him, but there are limitations because his interest and his communication level is changing. So how I can improve that? So by that time only I heard about an app called Avas, and in school itself they conducted a workshop regarding that. I attended that. So for attending that, again I have to ask him to take leave, and so like that I attended. So when I am attending any workshop, that much effort we have to put for doing that. So after coming back from the workshop itself, the same day I was explaining him, this is what I learned from this, and this is an app we will try. So the same day we tried that app. So it was free for 7 days, so we took the free version for 7 days, and he helped me to customize. I don't know how to customize and use this, but he is good with technology, and I know how I can use it for a child with autism, and I know my son very well. So when we work together, so I told him, this way I want to customize, this way I want to customize. So we did like that. And then we introduced it to Advait. And first day when I gave it to him, I still remember when he was communicating, he got a voice through that. So someone is talking for him. So it was, he was so happy. He was looking into my eyes and he was expressing that happiness with me, that I got a voice, because when everyone was forcing him to talk, he was trying his best to talk. But because of another condition called apraxia, he was not able to join the sounds. So he was really sad for that. But when he got a voice, he was very happy. So we also felt that we did the best thing for him by introducing that app. And then we shared it with in the social media to reach out to more people, that we can customize it and use like this. Before, no one was using it because the customization and how to do it, people were not aware about it, and especially mothers like me, we don't know much about technology, and all the mothers are also not trained with like me, so they were not able to work it out. So I helped them to do it, and now many people are using this app for communicating, and even Adu can express his needs, his difficulties, about his favorite hobbies, about so he started expressing all these things with us, what he likes and what he doesn't like, and to interact with people, to wishing people for, and to learn academics, and he start typing all that things he learned with the same app. So so like that I give him a voice. Then again, when he completed 8 years also, he was struggling to write. Whenever teacher gives him a pencil and paper, he'll start screaming, because this is something, it's really hard for me, and they will still doing the joining line and all, and he is so frustrated with that. Then I thought that okay, I want to teach him typing, and I just started typing. But then I realized that he is not able to identify a single alphabet from the keyboard. But I was not ready to give up. I want to work on this, and I put it into simple steps. And at present, he can do simple data entry program, and he knows many tools, and he is making worksheets for my children. So he came a long way. Actually, when I introduced the computer skill training program, I was taking the program from another center because I don't know. So I was learning and then I was teaching him. So when I introduced, he was struggling to use the mouse, because iPad is something that is really easy for the children to do. But when it comes to mouse, it was very difficult, and he was crying, and he was showing me that it's something really hard. Then even my husband, who is working with this, he was asking, are you thinking that he will be able to do this? I told him that yes, he can. Give me 2 months. And after 6 months, he was telling me, by seeing how he started working, he was telling me this I was not expecting from him. So I told, we need patience and the consistent work. Of course, these children can also learn. And now he is a master, and he is better than me to use the technology. So that is one thing we were able to do, because this is his strong area. And he was always playing with a long thread. So I was thinking, how can that is called stimming. In the beginning, I was telling some repetitive behaviors will be there. So he was always playing with the long thread. I was not trying to stop it, because this is something different. Because of this, he is looking different. I was not trying to do that, but I was thinking that how can I change it to a meaningful activity like that. When I started thinking, I thought of jewelry making, and I just gave some beads and some patterns and some thread, and the result was wonderful. And I understood that this is something he really likes to do, because when he is putting the beads, he can play with the beads, so that is something reinforcing, and all his sensory needs are also getting addressed when he is doing that. And the result was beautiful jewelry works. And then I just opened a page in Facebook to exhibit what he is able to do this. That was the only purpose to open the page. But many parents, many people encouraged us to move forward, to take orders from people. But I told, he is just 9-year-old, and I can't take it as a business now. But they told, how long you can gift it to people? You have to think about it. Then I thought, okay, I will create a different account for him, and all this money will go to that account, so that it will be a savings account, and I don't want to touch that part. And he can interact with his customers. He can and with the jewelry making, he can go to the shop, he can buy the beads, he can interact with the shopkeeper, the money management he can learn, and sitting and doing this productive work, and then interacting with the customers are sending him the pictures. So he is connected with many people, and he is going to the post office with his dad to post these items. So he is learning how to stand in a queue, how to interact with that person, how to give the money. So there were so many skills he was learning through this jewelry making. And he has customers all over the globe now. So we came a long way with that also, and that is something he's always enjoying. And as I told, he was hyperactive, and so he has lots of energy. When I was looking into his strength, always I know that he has lots of energy. So how can I channelize his energy into meaningful activity? Like that only I started focusing into cycling, skating, swimming, horse riding, badminton, basketball. All these skills he learned. Everything. Initially, it was very hard. He was not cooperating and all. But when I put him in a schedule that consistently we started doing all these activities in the evening, he learned all these things. And he started telling that horse riding is my favorite hobby. So last 10 years, he is doing horse riding. And I took him to the competition for roller skating state level. And he participated, and he won a gold medal in the first time. And at that time, I was not able to understand that, is he know the concept of winning and losing? But I just took him. We thought we will just take him. And then when he got the medal, he was the way how he was posing for the pictures. And the next day he took that medal and certificate to the school, and he was showing everyone, and he was taking pictures with them. At that time, I was able to understand that yes, this child can also understand, and this really matters. This helped him to improve his confidence. Till now, because he was non-verbal, most of the people were not able to see his skills, but that was a turning point in his life. And then he became more confident, and he started improving in all areas of learning. And even I showed people that non-verbal children can also read. Everyone thought that only if they are verbal, then only they can read the sentence aloud, and like that only we can teach the children. But I showed them that he can read, and he can read and follow the instructions. So he is reading and he is understanding. Mental reading is also there for these children. And we enrolled him for Special Olympics Bharat, and we took him to the state level competition. There also he participated and he won silver medal, and they appreciated him as a special athlete. So all these things were great experience. From there, all the family members, all the friends, everyone's attitude was changing. Then they were able to see that yes, this child is also capable of doing many things. But still they were telling that now also he is not able to talk, when he will be talking. So all that messages were irritating him. But in a better way now, at least they are able to understand that yes, he can also. So he will get irritated with the people who are talking like that. So he used to avoid that type of people. But now he is very confident, and he was able to perform in all areas of learning after that. Amaya, can you please change? Yeah, thank you. So that things were going like that very smoothly, and by that time this lockdown started. And so in the beginning I was very happy. So everyone is at home now, my husband is at home, so I will get a good support, so that we can share the responsibilities and we can do things. My Adi, my elder son, was worried because online classes, and he was telling me, Amma, Adu will make sound and how I can sit and focus. I told, no problem, one room I will give for you. He won't disturb and all, I will take care of him. And we made one classroom arrangement for him. And so his classes were going smoothly, and Advait was not at all disturbing him. He was not coming to this room. And in another room, my husband started sitting and working, but Adu will disturb him. So I will spend most of the time with Advait, but every day I am also working 2 hours. So morning and evening, 1 hour each, I am working, because that is very important for me also. When I'm working with other families, when I'm seeing the improvements with other children, I'm very happy in that way. Not only financially, that gives me that much satisfaction. Otherwise, I will also get mad from morning to night if I'm sitting inside this and doing only cooking and managing all these things. So I need a break. That is why I was working. So sometimes Abdu will disturb him. So that became my responsibility, that he is not supposed to disturb him during his meetings and all. And then my BP started shooting up. So last 6 years, I was taking BP tablet, and so it started shooting up, and it was not getting under control. And then doctor was asking why, and she put him in next dose, and with high dose only it settled down. And then I told my husband that I can't do all these things. You have to manage yourself. You have to find some place. If he is disturbing you, I can't do anything. If you want to go to office, you can go to office and you can start working from there. It is too much for me. Then only I realized that it's better if they are sitting and working in office itself. Working from home is something that is, and not only that, health issues also started, because his sitting posture is not good. So he will forget about it. He will sit in a corner and he will start working where there is no sound. By that time, Adu will come with iPad in full music. So he will be in the middle of the in a meeting. So all these things were happening because Adu's understanding level, that much only we can expect from him. And if he is getting upset, if he starts shouting, then the full environment goes like that, because then Adu will become anxious, and then the full day will go like that. So it is very difficult to adjust with this situation, but most of the time somehow we are able to handle, and we are trying our best to create the happy environment at home. So we started focusing into so as I told, I try to reduce my stress level by reducing my responsibilities, and I told him to manage by himself, that your meetings and timings, all that things you have to manage yourself, and please don't expect me to take care of Adu at that time. Sometimes he may disturb, and if you want to go back to office and work, that is also fine. So like that it's happening. And we were able to focus into more because jewelry items, people are not going for parties. There is no special occasions, and also jewelry items took a backseat at that time. So I started focusing into embroidery. So I taught him how to do embroidery works. So now he is able to do the simple embroidery works also. So that was something new. And my husband was able to spend some more time to play everyday badminton with him. So for both of them, that was an exercise. So that also he improved. And from last month, my husband is taking Adu to the road. So Adu is cycling and my husband is running. So we started doing as a part of autism awareness, and both of them are getting good exercise also. So they are going for 5.6 kilometers ride every day. So that is also happening. And yeah, in that way we are able to manage, and things are going in the right direction. Ameya, please change. Yes. Now this is my request as a parent, as a mother. How we can create an inclusive society. So there is a tendency from the society, from the people, if there is any difference, we can't accept that. But we all are different. We all are different in our own way. But then no problem. But if there is something called a special, if there is someone is diagnosed with that, then that everyone is looking into with a different eye, with a different perspective, and that is something bad, or that is something less. But it's not really. We all are different in our own way, and please try to accept the differences, and please giving them various opportunities to exhibit the talents. Of course they must have talents, it may be in different areas, in different ways they may be expressing. Give them opportunities, because as I told, even when Adu got the first gold medal, after that he got several medals. But at that time only we also be able to understand that yes, they all need this appreciation, and that can make a lot of change in their life, and providing a best support system to these families. If people are aware, for me that was a very difficult time, because I was not getting any support to about this. So but if a mother, if a parent is getting the proper support, that we all are there with you. So if you have a family member or a friend, your words are enough. You can support in that way. If we all are there with you, and how you tell me how, so you can drive for them, or you can take them to different places, or can spend some time with the child. So many ways you can support them. Accept the differences and give them opportunities in the workplace or somewhere. Now so many companies are welcoming these children, but again, because it's a very complex neurological disorder, it's not easy for this. Even though we are giving the proper training from the beginning, when they are adults, that autism is a lifelong disorder. So the differences may be there. They may struggle to communicate, they may struggle to interact and to keep a relationship with people. But with the right support, with an understanding group, they can also perform very well. And the families who are parenting this type of children, they need a lot of energy, and their mental and physically they will be always stressed out, because there are so many things when it comes to autism. I can't tell all the situation to you, but if there is a sudden change in anything, if someone is raising their voice for something, then the full day is gone. That is autism. So these small things, other people can't notice that, but autism is something like that. So always the parents will be going through the physically and mentally, that much stress will be there from morning to night. But we are creating a happy environment. We love the child, and from my experience I understood that love is the best teaching method, and mother is the best therapist. So other than me, no one can help him to understand things, and no one can understand him the way how I am understanding him. So if I am getting the best support, the result will go to the child, and that a happy family will come from there. But I was not getting that support, but somehow I was able to overcome that. But in many cases, mothers are not able to overcome that stages. They will go to depression, and fathers also not able to understand the situation. So both of them will believe in different ways, and then it is very difficult for the children in the middle. So I will I will recommend or I will request you all to help that families, to support them the way how you can, and to understand and accept the children, and don't avoid them from the parties or from the get together, or because this child has some differences in the behaviors, or there are different situations like that. If so, I hope today's talk, from what I was trying to explain to you, you will be able to understand that yes, they need that support and the awareness spreading. That is why I thought of doing this, for spreading awareness. So I hope I was able to make some changes in your understanding. I was able to make some changes in your level of accepting, and how you can help to create an inclusive society. And thank you so much, Ameya, Deepa, and Sharad, for coordinating this. And thank you all for listening to me. And if you have any queries, if you have any questions, you can please come up with that.
If anyone has any questions, you can type it in the chat box. We'll read it out to Smriti.
Great, madam. Really great. Thank you. So I'm happy to listen all those things actually. So definitely it will help who the children who's not understanding something. Definitely we will have to understand for them. Then only they will be able to listen. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Rajesh, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Babudi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we have a question from Shailendra Singh. He said the talk was amazing and that he was really touched. He just wanted to check if there's any volunteering activity that he can help, if we can help out with as such.
Okay, after the lockdown, of course, we will approach now. Anyway, because of the lockdown, now the programs related to these children, nothing is happening. And after the lockdown, whenever needed, I will try to approach him. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And Soumya doesn't have a question, but she said that she's just thanking you for sharing your views and that she's following you on social media as well for quite some time. So,
Okay.
and we have a question from Mageshwari. She says that one of her relatives' children is having a lot of memory power, but she's not mature as per her age.
Mhm. Maybe any developmental delays. Maybe I don't know how old is that child. Yeah. One important, other than what I was explaining, one important thing is when people heard about autism, most of the people used to ask us, so your child can sing or your child can paint or like that, because people are believing that people like I I knew, there are many people who used to believe that autism means there will be always some extra skills. There will be some special skills. It is called 7 skills. But that is very rare in autism, and very few children can have that special skills. But most of the children under the spectrum, or most of the adults under the spectrum, have lots of struggles to do the daily life activities and to learn something and to do something. They are really struggling, and the families are also really struggling to train them. But most of the people believe that these children have some extra skills and all. Actually, that is very rare in these children, and all the small improvements, all the small achievements that we are getting is because of the result of lots of work that is happening behind that from the parents.
I saw the girl was doing her age was around 8, I guess. She is having lot of memory power. For example, if you are telling something 7 o'clock, we will do this activity. So she is remembering that activity and she will always remember. For example, one day I wore one saree, so I didn't remember that function. I wore that saree. But she's telling the saree color exactly you wore that color on that day, and she's remembering all the birthdays, all the she's learning wise. She's very good in the memory power wise, and the behavior wise. See, if you are telling to keep the plate in the kitchen, but she will put the plate, the washed vessel. If you are keeping in the washed vessel, she will put that. But the everything, I mean, her mother also feeling some ways about her. She is always thinking about why my child is doing like that. But the other activities are good, but they are thinking about lack of age differences, and they are putting to another. I mean, she is studying, I guess, fourth standard. I remembered. I am exactly not knowing. So they are putting down to third standard. So this kind of activities they are thinking. So
they can consult with the developmental pediatrician also. So they can do the proper assessment and can understand what is lacking and why she is not able to perform in some important things. And also a developmental pediatrician can help them.
Okay, thank you. It's your story is very good, and keep rocking on that. Please
Thank
do
you.
it. It will be very good.
Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can type them in. Smriti, so far in the chat box, everyone's just heaping the praise, and rightfully so. So, and we have Vasvi also, who's saying that it made us take perspective of our life and to stop cribbing. So, and she considers you like the great inspiration for all of us.
Thank you.
And yeah, Tina says thanks a lot. It was really wonderful to know your journey. Truly an eye-opener for all of us. Malik Archana says that your talk reflected the mood of parents who are in your position. So that's another compliment as well. Rajiv said it was motivating and touching as well. And Sharad, I think, says, oh, okay. Sharad says, we have a lot of questions, but you've given answers already. Your words itself express that you are living a real life. You are enjoying the present moment, which is a big lesson for us. What is mother? You explained that in the easiest way possible. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
And Shaili asked if it's possible to see Advait right now.
Yeah, yeah. I think he is bringing him. Adu, come.
And a few words. And a few words of his.
Sit here. Adu, come and sit here. Come. They want to see you. Come, sit here. Come forward, come forward.
Hey, hi, Advait. How are you? Hi.
To them. Look here. So he's Advait and he's Aditya.
Hi, Aditya.
Hi, Aditya.
This is Aditya. This is Advait.
Hi.
Say hi. Like इसकी file. Yeah. Okay.
Nice to see both of them. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you, Smriti. Vishal here. And I think on behalf of everyone, I can say this was a really candid and touching session from you. Like it came from the heart, and getting a glimpse into your life over these years was something that was really unique. And I think based on the chat box comments as well, everyone's just overwhelmed right now. So thank you for taking the time as well. I want to also thank your entire family as well for taking the time to just share your experience with us in an effort to raise awareness.
No, it was my pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Smriti. Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you,
you.
Rajesh.
Rajesh.
Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And